What's up, truck fans? You won't believe what Toyota just dropped. The legendary Hilux, yes, that Hilux, the one that's been indestructible since forever, just went full electric for its 9th generation. And before you ask, no, we're not getting it here in the States, but stick around because this affects the entire truck market, including what Toyota might do with the Tacoma. Let's dive in. All right, so here's the deal. Toyota just unveiled the 9th generation Hilux for global markets, and for the first time ever, there's a fully electric version joining the lineup. Now, don't worry if you're a diesel purist. Toyota's keeping the gas, diesel, and hybrid options alive. They're not forcing anyone into EVs, but the fact that they're even making an electric Hilux, that's huge. The Hilux has been Toyota's mid-size workhorse outside the US for decades. It's the truck that Top Gear literally couldn't kill. Remember that. They drove it into a building, dropped it from a crane, drowned it in the ocean, and it still ran. So seeing it go electric is a pretty big statement from Toyota. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Or should I say the elephant on the front of this truck. This new design is polarizing. Toyota went bold with a super angular geometric face. You've got these narrow LED headlights flanking a grille that looks like it's been through a geometry class. Personally, I think it's a bit much. It's like Toyota tried to outdesign the Silverado and the Ram at the same time. But hey, maybe it'll grow on me. The good news? They added a built-in step at the rear to help you get into the bed easier. Smart move. Some trim levels also get redesigned side steps, so at least it's functional, even if it's not winning beauty contests. Okay, now for the specs. And this is where things get a little underwhelming. The Hilux EV packs a 59. 2 kilowatt lithium-ion battery. For reference, the Ford F-150 Lightning has a battery nearly twice that size. And the range? Toyota claims 240 kilometers on the European WLTP test cycle. That's about 149 miles. And if we convert that to EPA standards, which are usually more conservative, we're looking at around 126 miles of range. Yeah, 126 miles in a work truck. Now, Toyota says the battery is optimized for class-leading charging speeds, but they didn't actually tell us what those speeds are. Which, come on, Toyota. If it was impressive, you'd be shouting it from the rooftops. To put this in perspective, Ford F-150 Lightning gets up to 320 miles, Rivian R1T gets up to 410 miles, and Chevy Silverado EV gets up to 450 miles. The Hilux EV's range is not competitive. And remember, that's with nothing in the bed and nothing on the hitch. Start towing or hauling, and you're probably looking at under 100 miles of real-world range. It honestly feels like Toyota built this EV just to check a box, rather than to actually compete in the electric truck space. Other powertrain options. But here's the silver lining. Toyota isn't going all in on EVs with the Hilux. If the electric version doesn't do it for you, there are plenty of other options. You can still get traditional gasoline engines, diesel powertrains, which are super popular globally, and the 48-volt mild hybrid system they introduced earlier this year. And here's the wild card. Toyota says they're planning a hydrogen fuel cell version of the Hilux, expected to launch in 2028. So if you believe in hydrogen as the future, Toyota's got you covered, eventually. The point is, Toyota's playing the long game here. They're testing the waters with EVs while keeping their loyal customer base happy with proven technology. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cool story. But we don't get the Hilux in America anyway. We have the Tacoma. And you're right. Toyota has zero plans to bring the Hilux to the US. The Tacoma is our mid-sized truck, and it's staying that way. But, and this is important, what Toyota does with the Hilux often previews what's coming for the Tacoma. We've already seen styling cues, technology, and powertrain strategies cross over between these two trucks. So here's my take. Toyota is testing the EV truck market with the Hilux. If it does well in Europe, Asia, and other markets, Don't be surprised if we see a Tacoma EV in the next few years. Maybe not with the same tiny battery. Hopefully they'd learn from this. But the groundwork is being laid. Plus, with the Chevy Colorado going electric and Ford working on a Ranger EV, Toyota can't afford to sit on the sidelines forever. The mid-sized truck segment is going electric whether they like it or not. Toyota hasn't announced pricing yet for the 9th-gen Hilux, but the EV version is set to launch in international markets. Think Europe, Australia, Southeast Asia, starting in December 2025. Based on other electric trucks and Toyota's positioning, I'd guess the EV will be a premium option, probably starting somewhere in the mid-$50,000 range, maybe higher, depending on the market. But again, that's just speculation until Toyota releases official numbers. So there you have it, folks. The Toyota Hilux just went electric, and honestly, it's a mixed bag. The range is disappointing, the design is controversial, but Toyota is at least trying to adapt to the EV future while keeping their traditional customers happy. Will it work? Time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the electric truck wars are heating up, and Toyota just threw its hat in the ring. What do you think? Would you buy an electric Hilux if it came to the US? Or are you sticking with gas and diesel? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more EV truck news and reviews, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.